to say Ayatollah you so.
And that lovable soap maker master chemist, Dr. Bronner, who's come up with a sound that helps cows to produce sweeter milk.
Like this.
Plus a lot more. And we'll be taking a brainstorm tour of Hawaii. Right now, here's what's new from the police.
Just across the way, an island lost at sea. And there's a lonely day, no one here but me. More loneliness any man could bear. Rescue me before I fall into despair. I'll send an SOS to the world. I'll send an SOS to the world. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle, yeah. Message in a bottle, yeah. A year has passed since I wrote my note. I should have known this right from the start. Only hope can keep me together. Love can mend your life, but love can break your heart. I'll send an SOS to the world. I'll send an SOS to the world. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle. Message in a bottle. Oh, message in a bottle. Message in a bottle. Walked out this morning, don't believe what I saw. 100 billion bottles washed up on the shore. Seems I've never known it being alone. 100 billion cast away, looking for a home. I'll send an SOS to the world. I'll send an SOS to the world. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets mine. Message in a bottle. Yeah. Message in a bottle. Message in a bottle. Message in a bottle. Send it out an SOS. Send it out an SOS. I'm sending out an SOS. I'm sending out an SOS. 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 Sending out an SOS.
The message in a bottle from the police on Brainstorm. I'm Gabriel Wisdom. As a million Brainstorm affiliates head for wintertime, we're going to put on our Aloha shirts and head for the land of eternal summer this week on Brainstorm. Yes, armchair travelers, all you have to do is close your eyes and let your mind take you there. Hawaii Ne, just 10 minutes away, and the Brainstorm crew is getting ready to board the special jetliner that we have for this holiday vacation on Brainstorm. So, at the sound of the tone, in 3 seconds, prepare to buckle your seatbelt and head for the land of the Lotus Eaters. These imaginary jet planes are fantastic. What a deluxe ride. 1 million of our listeners all on board and headed for Hawaii. We should be landing when, Producer Pat? What's our ETA?
10 minutes after the commercial.
After the commercial, we'll be landing in Hawaii.
I'm going to finish this reading here.
What are you reading there? The Star Bulletin? The Globe?
It's a good article here on nitrosamines. You know, those scare tactics.
Oh, nitrosamines in beer. Yeah, hey, let's order up a couple of beers. Waitress?
If we don't want nitrosamines, it says here that
Stewardess?
pours.
Here we go. Boy, the service on these flights is deluxe.
Well, according to this article here, nitrosamines are like cancer-causing, no?
Yeah.
So, wait a minute. Hey, there's a number here that we can call to get the straight poop. It's in Colorado.
Why don't you just...
I got the attaché over here.
You got the attaché telephone. Yeah, let's just dial them up in Golden, Colorado and find out about nitrosamines and beer.
Good idea. I can do that right now, Gabriel.
Okay, Pat, that's marvelous. Proving that whatever the mind can believe, it can conceive. Oh, these imaginary flights. This is heaven. I guess he's talking to somebody on Earth in Golden, Colorado, and we're going to get all the information. This beats a movie on board these flights. The movies are usually pretty... I can't imagine a movie that would live up to the story that you're about to hear on nitrosamines, those mutagens in some beers. In fact, in most beers. You got something?
I've got somebody on the phone right now.
Who is it?
It's Dave McCoy. He's with Coors Beer. He's going to tell us about nitrosamines.
Okay, Dave McCoy, can you tell us what these nitrosamines are all about? What is the poop?
Well, it was a result of our type of process that resulted in no nitrosamines in the Coors beer. We have here at Coors a process in malting where we kiln the malt after it's been sprouted in an indirect fired kiln, which means that we do not introduce any gaseous substances that would contain oxides of nitrogen in the air. So we use steam heating in the kilns. It's a very clean process. It's the reason we went to it. We do not then bring anything detrimental in from the outside air that causes problems, or in the gases we might burn, for example, burning coal or any of those type of fuels.
Okay, so nitrosamines are bad, and they're going to be phased out of all beer brews. That's good news, isn't it? Hey, Timothy! Excuse me, I just saw Timothy Leary. Wouldn't you know he'd be on board an imaginary jet flight like this one, and he's heading for the smoking section. Pat, I'm going to try and catch up with him, and we'll talk with Tim Leary in just a moment. But right now, let's play Cities from Talking Heads.
Think of London, a small city, dark in the daytime. People sleep in the daytime. If they want to. I'm checking them out. I got it figured out. There's some good points, some bad points. It all works out. No, I'm a little creep now. Find a city to live in.
Cities from Talking Heads on Brainstorm as we're headed for Hawaii on an imaginary jet flight with 1 million of our listeners. Our estimated time of arrival approximately 6 minutes from right now. And when we land, we'll be talking with one of the world's great actors who himself is vacationing in the land of Aloha, John Carradine. Also, Musicians 2020 have a gig scheduled at the Waikiki Shell. Hope to talk to them before they go on stage. There's a lot more coming up on Brainstorm.
That's all.
Tell them how it makes your hair look soft and clean.
Huh?
Does it make your hair look soft and clean?
Huh?
Does it make your hair look soft and clean?
Oh, that's true.
New Fun and Fresh shampoo in the plastic bottle with the white cap. It makes your hair look soft and clean all day.
Soft and clean.
From Sodio Benzobecto Glumethine.
With fine and fresh.
I'm Gabriel Wisdom. There are 1 million of us on board the Brainstorm tour to Hawaii, and our imaginary plane will be touching down in just a couple of minutes. We're going to be talking with a lot of luminaries in the Aloha State. And speaking of special people, listening in Washington, D.C. is our leader, President Jimmy Carter. He was kind enough to call during the commercial, and he's been holding. Jimmy, it's a pleasure to have you on Brainstorm, and sorry you can't be with us. Hi.
Hello, how are you, Gabriel?
Real fine. We've had a lot of fun this week on the show.
Yes, I've really enjoyed it. I was just listening to your program talking about nitrosamines in Coors beer.
Yeah.
That really hit home with me because Coors is, I think, my favorite beer.
Really?
It certainly is. In fact, I had, on presidential order, I had 12,000 six-packs shipped in a couple of weeks ago to the White House.
Huh.
And I'm a little disturbed because I know I only drank 2 six-packs, and it's all gone.
Really?
Now, Billy's supposed to be off the wagon, but I have my doubts.
Do you know if the FDA has done any investigation into these beers?
Well, yes, they have. The FDA has done an intensive investigation. As you know, Coors beer is brewed with pure Rocky Mountain spring water, and their tests reveal no nitrosamines, but they do reveal a significant level of tadpoles.
That sounds a little fishy.
A little fishy to me, yes.
Well, Jimmy...
But Billy beer flunked very badly. It had significant levels of nitrosamines, but that's all right because nobody drank it anyway.
What about Miss Lillian? Is she going to be marketing a product?
Well, she's
not, but my sister Ruth Stapleton Carter is thinking about coming out with her own brand of marijuana.
Really?
Called Holy Smokes.
Not bad.
Should go over very well.
Well, Jimmy, we know you're gearing up for the 1980 presidential election. What's happening? Ronald Reagan has thrown his hat into the ring.
Yes, and I plan on stepping on it. I'm going to be co-sponsoring a Ronald Reagan film festival on network television, and I figured that ought to do him in.
Yeah, he was a great criminal.
Yes, he was.
Well, Jimmy, your head must be swimming over this recent Iranian foo-foo. What's the poop?
Well, of course, that's a very, very ticklish situation. The Shah really hit the fan.
Yeah.
But we're constantly monitoring, and I really saw the situation in Iran coming a long time ago, but I hate to say Ayatollah you so.
Jimmy, thanks for blabbing with us today on Brainstorm.
Always good to talk to you.
And give our best regards to Bert Harris. Timothy, hang on. Timothy Leary is up in the smoking section, and we'll be talking with him probably just before we land. When we land, we'll be talking with a new group called 2020. Here's a track from their new album called Yellow Pills.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Everybody's feeling groovy. Everybody's got tight pants on. 'Cause everybody feels like they were just made by the creator. So come take a walk down my street. With your head up by the phone line. You can see the world if you want to. Give it a try. Open your eyes when you play. Take a look around on my street. Everybody's got their new wheels, but there's no good jam on the freeway. Everybody got the yellow pills. Just look at the happy faces, plugging through the tape machine, acting like they're driving to heaven. Turn up the mind, I eat you tonight when you play. Everybody's feeling groovy. Everybody's cut their hair short, and everybody feels like they were just made by the creator. So come take a walk down my street. With your head up by the phone line. You can see the world if you want to.
Brainstorm tour to Hawaii on an imaginary jet flight. We're going to be touching down in the islands any minute now. I'm here with Timothy Leary, and you know what I don't understand, Tim? Dr. Timothy Leary can get first-class seats on any imaginary flight in the land, and here you are in the smoking section. What's the deal?
Everybody knows that it's the smoking area of an airplane where the stewardesses hang out and where all the fun takes place and where the exchanges and interchanges and interactions take place that are more fun nature. Now, I just found a new article here which said that smoking workers have been found to be less productive. It says, now employers have even less reason to hire workers who smoke. Why? Well, it seems that the smoking habit cuts into worker productivity. Now, that proves my point. If you want to be an ant, if you want to be an assembly line production worker, sure, they don't want you to smoke. They don't want you to, they'll cut down the number of times you can go to the toilet. They'll cut down the Coke breaks and coffee breaks. Naturally, an insectoid socialist government doesn't want you to smoke. So again, we have scientific and political proof showing that cigarette smoking wastes the time of the boss. Well, I give a hearty laugh to that one.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, Timothy. Hey, you know, while you were blabbing, we have landed. We're here in Hawaii, and look at that beautiful tropical skyline. Our tour guide has written a book called Hidden Hawaii, and let's hope that they're here to greet us. But right now, let's play something very unusual that just came in from the Flying Lizards. It's called Money.
In life for free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I want money. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Your love gives me such a thrill, but your love won't pay my bills. I want money. Money don't get everything, it's true. What it don't get, I can't use. I want money.
We've landed. That was a nice flight. What do you think of the Honolulu airport, Pat?
Beautiful. These leis smell great, you know, like a hibiscus.
Hey, where's our tour guide? The guy that wrote the book Hidden Hawaii. He's supposed to be here.
He's calling us here in the airport of all.
Going to call us here.
For Mr. Gabriel Wisdom, please use the white courtesy phone in the center of the amusement area.
Him, I think.
Okay, I've got to find the
Telephone call, Mr. Gabriel Wisdom.
Where is the courtesy phone?
I don't know. I wonder.
No, to your left.
Over here?
No, you're on the left.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Ray Riegert.
How you doing?
You're on Brainstorm, and you've written a book called Hidden Hawaii. And our listeners, I think, would love to take a little neurological bon voyage. Why don't you tell us about Pakalolo in Hawaii?
Well, Pakalolo is the Hawaiian word for marijuana, and it's grown all over the islands, particularly up on the mountain slopes above the ocean. And some of the finest grass in the world is grown on islands like Maui and the island of Hawaii, which is also called the Big Island.
Hey, well, you know, Hawaii is a very unusual and interesting paradise. It's also been referred to as the land of the lotus eaters. And I think it's something to do with the latitude. When you go to Hawaii, the warm trade winds, the pounding surf, the cocoa palms, you know, all of it sort of puts you in a hypnotic state. What about these Menehune legends and the kahuna priests and all of this that's grown up around the Hawaiian culture? What's a mahu?
Well, a mahu is a gay, and a Menehune is what I refer to as one of the hobbits of the Pacific. There's a very strong legend in Hawaii that before the Polynesians arrived from Tahiti to populate the islands, Hawaii was controlled by a race called the Menehunes, who were about 2 or 3 feet high, superhumanly strong. They were able to carry boulders all over the islands. They built incredible earthworks, dams, canals, all sorts of things that even the Polynesians who came later never managed to develop. And the lotus-eating phenomenon is an interesting one in Hawaii because there are a lot of magic mushrooms that grow in the hillsides there.
Oh boy, what do those do to you?
They put you higher on the mountain.
Do the locals like to eat the Stropharia cubensis magic mushrooms? Or are they into primo beer, mostly?
Well, the locals do both, and the hip tourists also do both. But there are plenty of mushrooms for everyone if you know where to look.
What, in your opinion, is the #1 hot tip for those voyagers in our Brainstorm audience who'd like to go over to Hawaii? Now, one of the big attractions, of course, is our show, which airs in Hawaii on KQMQ, and you don't want to miss that when you're in Hawaii. But what is the second biggest hot tip?
Well, I think that what people should try to do is to get away from where most of the tourists are going and to try to get to some of the undeveloped areas in Hawaii.
Well, Ray, good luck with your book, Hidden Hawaii, and thank you very much for being on Brainstorm today.
Aloha.
It's just the normal noises in here.
Kalakaua Avenue in a taxi cab heading for the Waikiki Shell, an open amphitheater where 2020, a new group on Portrait Records, are going to be performing. We'll be talking with them. We'll also be meeting with actor John Carradine, and there's more coming up on Brainstorm.
I got a car deal for you. We are drastically overstocked on last year's models, and we're going to pass this stupid buying mistake on to you. I've got Malibus, Ticonderogas, Shebas, Swarlacks, and Flipfuls, Deep Tomasero Panteras, and a limited edition of our special GT Tarbiter. We guarantee the lowest prices and mileage, or we'll give you a free undercoating on your trade-in, or my name ain't Larry. This is Joe Brackney saying, come on in and see our fantastic selection. Now here's today's Brackney used car special.
A 1968 Turbo GT Gazebo 4-door Super Coupe with Costapedic interior and fan leather brakes, under 80,000 miles, like new and never before driven. Today's Brackney price, $29.95.
At Joe Brackney's, we'll meet you head-on.
I'm Gabriel Wisdom. We're all here at the Waikiki Shell, an open-air amphitheater in Kapiolani Park, Oahu, Hawaii. 1 million of our listeners have been magically transported to the land of Aloha via their magic. And we're going to be witnessing a new act from the new group 2020 out of Los Angeles. It's a good thing our producer, Pat Glenn, is wearing the loudest Hawaiian shirt in the islands because it's helped to mobilize the crowd and clear a pathway to this backstage area. We don't have backstage passes because 2020's manager, Gary Schnell, apparently had a mix-up there, but we are fortunate to have run into the group's leader, Chris Salaji. Chris, it must be...
It's always good to watch. I enjoy that. That's one of the things that I enjoy.